unveiling the enigmas of Afghanistan beyond the battlefield. Afghanistan has long been dubbed the graveyard of empires, a land where mighty powers like the British, Soviets, and Americans have faltered despite their military might. But what if the real strength lies not just in its rugged terrain or resilient fighters, but in ancient secrets buried deep within its mountains? Forget the headlines of endless conflict. Let's dive into the lesser-known tales of bizarre encounters, cursed sites, and lost artifacts that challenge our understanding of history. The Giant of Kandahar, a soldier's nightmare in the early 2000s. As US forces pushed into Afghanistan under Operation Enduring Freedom, whispers emerged from the ranks about something far stranger than Taliban ambushes. According to anonymous accounts from military personnel shared in confidential interviews, a reconnaissance team vanished in the treacherous mountains of Kandahar in 2002. A rescue squad followed, stumbling upon scattered gear, shattered radios, and ambiguous bones near a massive cave entrance. What unfolded next sounds like folklore. A colossal figure, roughly 15 feet tall, burst from the shadows, described with fiery red hair cascading over broad shoulders, a matching beard, and wielding a spear taller than a man. This being had 6 fingers on each hand and foot, double rows of razor-sharp teeth, and pale, almost sickly skin. Weighing an estimated 1,100 pounds, it moved with unnatural agility, shrugging off initial gunfire before succumbing to concentrated assault. Survivors reportedly signed non-disclosure agreements, with official reports scrubbed clean. The body was allegedly airlifted via helicopter net to a C-130 cargo plane, first to Qatar, then to a secretive US base like Wright-Patterson Air Force Base home to the infamous Hangar 18. A pilot involved claimed the pallet was oversized, with the entity's massive feet protruding and a rotting stench filling the air. Its skin tone didn't match local populations, adding to the mystery. Skeptics dismiss this as urban legend, but proponents argue governments hide such discoveries for control, leveraging DNA for advanced biotech, averting mass panic that could erode trust in institutions, or preventing a paradigm shift in science and religion. After all, if giants existed, it would append evolutionary timelines and bolster creationist views. Ancient texts and modern sightings. Religious scriptures lend credence to these tales. The Bible and Torah reference giants like the Anakim, Rephaim, and Imim, towering beings that made the Israelites feel like grasshoppers. Goliath, slain by David with a slingshot, is a prime example. In Islamic traditions, the Quran alludes to the Ad people as extraordinarily tall in some interpretations, with scholars like Tabari describing them as 60 cubits over 80 feet high, dwelling in pillar-supported cities. These narratives portray giants as formidable, often tyrannical figures. Fast forward to 2008 in Kunar province. A US infantry team on night watch used thermal imaging Riken 3 and spotted a huge heat signature atop a ridge initially mistaken for clustered insurgents. It rose to about 12 to 15 feet, then vanished swiftly among trees. The soldier recalled it as humanoid but impossibly large, fueling more stories of elusive mountain dwellers. Conspiracy circles claim institutions have suppressed giant skeletons worldwide to rewrite history, concealing evidence of advanced ancient civilizations. Haunted outposts and echoes of the past. US troops faced more than mythical beasts. Some sites seemed supernaturally hostile. A New York Times piece highlighted observation post Rock in Helmand, a strategic hill turned nightmare. Digging revealed layers of ancient bones, hinting at centuries of bloodshed. Soon, unexplained phenomena plagued the soldiers. Phantom gunfire, flashing skies without enemies, Russian whispers, drop your weapon, echoing from Soviet-era ghosts, radio static, sudden chills, and shadowy figures. Locals weren't surprised, attributing it to a nearby shrine for Hamza, uncle of Prophet Muhammad, said to shield against invaders. Rumors persist that tampering with sacred stones triggered the hauntings, even causing Soviet missiles to vanish midair. Today, the site lies abandoned, littered with rusting wreckage, avoided after dark. Deeper in the Hindu Kush lies Shari Gogola, or City of Screams. In 1221, Genghis Khan's hordes razed it after a betrayal, massacring everyone. Ruins now whisper of that horror. Visitors report muffled cries, moans, sword clashes, and horse hooves at dusk. Shadowy human-like forms appear, bringing icy gusts. Locals shun it, blaming spirits or jinn for claiming it as their domain. Mystical formations and legendary fortresses. Near the Pakistan border stands the Afghan Sphinx, a rock formation eerily resembling Egypt's icon. Is it nature's whim or ancient craftsmanship? Some link it to the cursed city of Zahhak from Persian myths, a tyrant with shoulder serpents fed on human brains, ruling a realm of dark magic and hidden treasures. This ties to Zahhak Castle in Bamiyan, perched on peaks with towering walls and narrow passages. It's a defensive marvel. Legends speak of underground tunnels for escapes and hordes, still unexplored. The site is deemed accursed, with winds carrying echoes of Zahhak's reign perhaps awaiting rediscovery. Bamiyan's lost wonders and the throne of Rustam. Afghanistan's Buddhist past shines in Bamiyan. Once home to colossal standing Buddhas 180 and 125 feet tall, dynamited by the Taliban in 2001. But 7th century traveler Zhuangzheng noted a reclining Buddha nearly 1,000 feet long, dwarfing modern records like India's 597-foot Statue of Unity. Where did it go? Theories suggest buried caves hold remnants, rewriting human achievement. Nearby Takht-e Rustam, Rustam's throne, is a rock-carved stupa complex from the 4th-5th centuries, encircled by moats and domes, once a monastic retreat. Wild online claims in the 2010s called it a time well or portal, where electromagnetic anomalies allegedly swallowed 10 US soldiers. Speculation tied it to visits by leaders like Obama, Merkel and Sarkozy, supposedly concealing ancient tech like Vimanized flying machines from Hindu epics Mahabharata, Ramayana with infinite energy. Though unproven, the name honors Rustam, a Persian hero from the Shahnameh epic, a superhuman warrior who slew giants like the white demon Divi Sepid. Myths place his adventures in Samangan, blending history with legend. The structure's alien-like design fuels endless intrigue. Afghanistan's veil of mystery endures, blending fact, faith, and fantasy. These stories remind us that beneath the dust of war lie layers of untold history, waiting to reshape our world.